Imagine you are treading water in the middle of a dark, turbulent ocean. You look around, burning precious energy, and hope a rescue boat or a helicopter is on the way. But no one is coming. If you spend your final moments waiting for a hero to appear over the horizon, you ensure your own end. Your only path to the shore is to turn around and start swimming. We spend years in this state of paralysis. We wait for a perfect market opportunity to start a business, or for a family member to offer financial support, or for a sudden surge of motivation to finally change our habits. We have the sequence backward. We treat motivation as fuel, but as this flowchart shows, the cycle reverses. Action creates results, which generates motivation. A farmer understands this. He plants seeds in empty dirt, knowing labor is the prerequisite for the reward. If you wait to feel inspired before you act, you are choosing to stay exactly where you are. Real progress begins with the work you do when you feel nothing at all. To see how this works in practice, consider two students facing the exact same failing grade in a difficult course. The first student blames the environment. They argue the syllabus is unfair and the teacher is incompetent. By pointing outward, they justify their lack of effort. If the problem is them, there is nothing I can do. The second student looks at the same flawed teacher and the same unfair syllabus, but they choose to own the outcome. They spend their evenings watching tutorials and reading alternative textbooks. They act as if their success depends entirely on their own intervention. This divide is even more visible in high-stakes environments, like the financial markets. When a beginner takes a loss, they blame market manipulation, unpredictable news, or institutional players. A professional views the same crash as data. They review entry points, stop-loss placements, and plan adherence, looking for the error in their own process. External blame provides a comfortable excuse to quit, but it offers no path forward. When you own the mistake, you gain a map of exactly what needs to be fixed to change the next result. High performers, from Olympic athletes to successful entrepreneurs, rarely wake up feeling motivated. Relying on a feeling to get work done is a recipe for inconsistency. They rely on the toothbrush principle. You don't need to feel inspired to brush your teeth in the morning. You do it because it is a mechanical, non-negotiable habit. Look at how this mechanical approach creates a massive physical divide in a gym setting. One person starts their fitness journey on a wave of excitement. For 2 weeks, they are the first person in the building. But as soon as that initial high fades and the work becomes tedious, they stop showing up. Another person ignores their internal monologue entirely. Some days they are exhausted. Some days they feel lazy, but they execute because the clock dictates it. 12 months later, the results are undeniable. Consistency driven by a schedule will always outrun the person who only works when they feel like it. Life is fundamentally unfair. People start with different levels of wealth, health, and support. Some people are handed a map, while others are dropped into a maze. But acknowledging the unfairness doesn't solve it. If you are standing in a downpour, you can spend your time complaining about the clouds, or you can open an umbrella. Only the person who takes the physical action stays dry. Consider the version of yourself 5 years from today. If that person looks back at this moment, will they see the day you finally decided to take the first step, or will they see another day lost to waiting for help? This gap represents two different approaches to a business. The stagnant line represents the person waiting for the perfect funding and the perfect plan. The jagged, compounding curve represents the person who started small, failed 3 times, learned from each mistake, and kept moving. Realizing that no one is coming to save you removes the gatekeeper from your life. While external forces can create the storm, they cannot dictate how you navigate it. When you stop waiting for permission, you realize the primary obstacle has always been the wait itself. Significant progress is the result of microscopic stacking. It is built through the difficult choices made at 6 a.m., the focused hours spent learning a new skill, and the relentless discipline of following a plan when you are tired. Stop looking for a rescue boat. Accept absolute sovereignty over your own life. You are the solution you've been waiting for. Start today, even if you are terrified. Just start.